even know what they saying. Next thing you know, we gonna go from there. Start bopping into these restaurants, these fast food restaurants. If you pay attention, slowly but surely,
let me jump in there.
the blacks they
Jump in there.
weaning us out.
Remember how we was coming up and we had all the mom and pop little black restaurants, or we had at least could go to Micah's or something.
Yeah,
that's all Latinos now. I don't give a fuck where you go at, what city, what state. I don't fuck where you go. They got everything.
I gotta chime in with that too.
Every fucking thing.
If y'all pay attention, this is what's really funny. Asians, if y'all pay attention to the to like the food spots like Kimmy's and stuff like that, go ask to see who in their kitchen cooking. Latinos back there cooking.
Latinos.
So the Asians are hiring a Latino.
Go to Sharif's.
This shit crazy.
Go to Sharif's.
You can't make this shit up. So
what man, a good brother had a conversation one day, a real conversation, and he was like, bro, what the deal? I said, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't start making money until I got the Latino routes. Nothing against niggas. I just didn't start making no money for us working in real estate and doing jobs and shit until I put the Latinos.
And it's not, and I have nothing against my Latino brothers and sisters.
Nothing.
But it's a lot of them motherfuckers here. And I ain't gonna lie, when Trump was saying he was gonna build the wall, I was kind of with him and shit. Like, man, if he do it, he do it. You know what I mean?
It's not even the point, though. We laugh and joke, right? But it's a serious situation. The wall ain't to keep them out.
Keep us in.
The wall is to keep us in. You know what I'm saying? The wall ain't to keep them out. And it's fucking me up because I sometimes I be knowing too much shit. Look in the Bible, right? It says in the Bible, during the last days, all men and women are supposed to return to the land that they are indigenous to. I don't know what the fuck the Bible quote is, but it's in the Bible. Look that shit up. The motherfuckers that's running this shit believe in and practice a bunch of shit that we have no clue about. It comes from our people. They took it from us, but they hide it from us now. You know what I'm saying? It's some shit going on that we have no fucking clue about what's going on. So it can either be, you can look at it from a biblical standpoint. You can look at it from these motherfuckers that are really running shit. You know what I'm saying? And what they fucking up to. You don't know. They could just be replacing us. For years, I always been asking, because I'm into real estate, right? I always ask, what is the end game for gentrification? Because Baltimore, I always say this, Baltimore was is one of the last cities to be gentrified. After Baltimore, is no major city after us that hasn't already been gentrified. This is when I keep asking niggas, what is the end game? We looking at the end game. We living it. How the fuck you gonna populate all of these empty buildings we got downtown that's finished? Do you know China and a lot of these other billionaire motherfuckers own buildings in every state that just sit empty? Condos and shit. Like, who the fuck do you think they putting in them shit?
Man, it's crazy. Like, everything that you saying, everything makes sense, man.
Hold up. I'm saying something else. When Trump was in office, right? The son-in-law bought here. I ain't talking about no other state. I'm talking about in Baltimore. They bought all of the complexes.
All of what?
Any complex you name, nigga, name one, and I guarantee you they fucking own it. They bought all of the complexes. Remember when they was trying to pass the law, if you ain't pay your rent, they can lock you up and all this other shit when Trump was in office? It's a bunch of shit that y'all don't remember. You know what I'm saying? Because you pay attention to the wrong shit. They bought B. Mason. They bought all of the fucking buildings that the city owned. Lafayette, the one on Potler Grove, the one on Baltimore Street. B. Mason is top Windsor Mill. They bought all of them. They own all of them. The state and the city don't own them no more. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they don't own them anymore. They owned by whatever the fuck that group is that's called that came in and bought up all of this shit. And I keep telling everybody about this too. Most of the time when you enter real estate, you find out what's going on. It's like one big ass company, right? But they disguise themselves as all of these little small companies. So these the motherfuckers that's calling you if you own property and they keep calling you and sending you letters trying to buy your property because they trying to buy. Ain't no trying. They done bought up every fucking thing, yo. Anything that's not nailed down, the stupid money grabbing white people that sold them everything. They own every fucking thing, yo. The farmland, the fucking inner city, they own every fucking thing you could possibly think of. So if it come to a time, what the fuck is that? There it is. Jared Kushner. Right here. Look at that shit. Own property in Baltimore. It's called the Kushner Group. Kushner's family real estate firm. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I be on my shit, and maybe like the last couple years, I've been on some I don't give a fuck shit. I'm tired of telling y'all about this shit. Whatever the fuck gonna happen, gonna happen. Not trying to warn nobody no more. Not talking about it, making me look crazy. I just keep telling y'all, man, if you can't go to Walmart, buy a shotgun. Get some shotgun shells, get some fucking machetes, get some slingshots, get some type of survival kits. Learn about what the fuck is in your yard and what the fuck is growing around you that you can fucking eat that's edible. It's not a game, yo, because when the shit hit the fucking fan and it's about to hit the fan, because as of today, your president told the motherfucking National Guard in Texas, fuck you. Get the fuck away from the border. Take the barbed wire down. And you're going to get fined $500 a day or some shit like that and up to 3 years in prison if you keep fucking around with the Border Patrol. So that's about to start a whole civil war.
Yo, listen, bro. Yo, Biden, yo. Listen. That motherfucker, I don't even know why he even in the office.
Cause he tied in with the motherfuckers that's doing the bullshit.
This shit crazy.
And it's crazy because the crazy man sit up there and told us all the shit was gonna happen if he got in office. It's happening, but nobody's talking about this shit because it was Donald Trump who said this shit. Nobody wanna say that he was right, but he called it. He said everything that's fucking happening right now was gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean,
we not as black people as a whole, we not talking about none of this shit. None of it.
Talking about stupid shit.
We talking about somebody getting their dick sucked, somebody wife that got fucked, Cat Williams, and all this other dumbass shit that we talking about. And here it is. These motherfuckers is coming across the border in droves, about to either kick our ass or either replace us or something. And we is not prepared for this shit at all. We are not prepared for this shit in any way, shape, or form. None.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like,
I'm serious, yo. Some of the shit that I'm talking about, motherfuckers just hand the shit.
But the crazy.
Think about that. Just because I just said it, they just hand it. They right now, as we speaking, looking up shit that I'm talking about because they have no fucking clue about what's going on.
Well, they the ones that don't think you crazy that's gonna do that. You got motherfuckers that really think you crazy saying like because you preach this shit. You know what I'm saying? And the shit that you be saying be actual factual. You know the problem with a lot of our people is if we can't see it or touch it, we don't believe
not real to us.
Like that's just us.
Or if your man ain't called you.
If your man ain't called you, if ain't nobody posted on social media, then it's unbelievable. Like that's the problem with us.
We got this thing, I call it selective listening. We only want, if somebody that they fuck with said, then they're listening.
Yeah, oh yeah, that too.
You know what I'm saying?
That too. The selective listening shit is very, that's very, 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 because I bear witness to that with saying something to somebody before, you know what I mean? And nigga ain't pay me no mind. Somebody else said to him, one of the faves, and he listened all day. I'm talking about got in line. I'm like, bro, I told you dumbass. Like, what are you talking about?
And it's like, it's crazy because a lot of the shit that I'm talking about, I was a latecomer to social media. But a lot of the shit that I be talking about, I've been talking about it for years, man. This ain't nothing new, so it ain't like, because it's going on now, I'm talking about it. No, motherfucker, I'm talking about it because I'm trying to throw the flag up in the air so you fucking pay attention to the foul that this guy fucking hit you with. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm trying to get you to fucking understand. Go look that shit up, man. Go look at the motherfuckers coming across. And then on top of that, listen to what they saying. Nobody's talking about that. A motherfucker, I posted it yesterday, yo. I don't know where this motherfucker from. You know what I mean? I be getting that wrong too, because Arabic, Muslim, I don't know where they from, so I don't know what to call them, right? But this motherfucker was arguing with the white guy who was fucking filming them crossing the border, right? And the motherfucker told him, "You don't know me." And he's speaking like my man Punjab and I'm at the gas station. Like, you don't know me, but you gonna know me in a minute. You gonna find out who the fuck I am. That don't sound good to me. That sound good to you?
That don't sound good at all.
The fuck? That don't sound good to me. You know what I'm saying? Where we should have been paying attention, it's like, okay, so if a tsunami happened and you at the beach and the tide go out and it take a long time to come back, it makes you pay attention to what's going on, right? So our warning should have been the riots, because the riots was put upon us to see who was going to react to what. If you think about it, how many other states and cities the riots was going on? St. Louis. They want to see who going to fight back. Who going to be the problem, so they know what to come with when they come with the bullshit.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, because that attack on the house, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. That was a thing where they showed that we can do what the fuck we want, when we want, how we want, and ain't nobody gonna do shit about it.
What happened after the riots that nobody talked about? Politically, the laws change. Right?
Which riots you talking about? The shit about?
I'm talking about the Freddie Gray
shit. Mm-hmm.
Right? Then when I say the laws changed, it was a shakeup when they burnt down strategically burnt down a lot of shit and went through a lot of shit, stores. Some motherfuckers just jumped in it for the insurance, but some of that shit was strategic to get rid of a lot of the corner store, liquor stores. So a lot of Orientals, because we fuck up, we call them this, that, and the third, just say Orientals. The Orientals, mom and pops, if you pay attention, this shit should have been our warning sign. They packed up and got the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? They gone. They gone back home. They doing everything for you on the internet. You want to buy something from them, you buy Chinaman on the internet. You know what I'm saying? We not paid attention to that. Who was being brought in right before the riots? Dominicans. It's like we don't pay attention to nothing, yo, because we the greatest consumer ever fucking made. All we do is go in the store. Yeah, Ma, let me get that. Yeah, Pops, let me get that. We ain't paying attention to how many times the faces of those places done change.
Yeah.
The races and the faces done change so many times.
I was gonna say something about what he just said. That, for case in point, the bar on North Avenue in Fulton, in the last, I'm gonna say 10 years, yo, you know how many different motherfuckers been in that bar?
No, that's
like,
this black owned now.
Nah.
Yeah, it was the time before that they sold it. But why was they selling it? Because I keep telling you, that was the warning sign. They getting the fuck out of here. Why would the fuck I give you the plug and sell you the fucking strip? Why? Answer my question. Why would I do that? When I've been getting money off you for the last 40, 50 years, why the fuck would I do that? They ain't been trying to let us in the game no kind of way. And then when they still don't want the real black indigenous people that's here, because all of us ain't come from fucking Africa. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to have nothing. So what they do? They bring in the Dominicans. So niggas not ain't paying attention, because during that time, who was getting the money? Because the cartels weren't fucking with the Mexicans. I can say Mexicans because they literally Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The cartels weren't fucking with the Mexicans. The cartels was beefing. They was doing too much, the whole El Chapo shit. So they went around them and was giving the shit to the Dominicans. So the Dominicans came up. You know what I mean? When the fit hit, they made out all of the major cities that they was in, and where the fuck you start seeing all these fucking braiding shops, Poppy fucking bodega. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Niggas don't pay attention to nothing. You know why? Cause y'all so caught up and sniffing each other ass about some of the dumbest shit in the world. And you're not paying attention to the shift. It's a big ass shift was going on and nobody wasn't paying attention.
So it's crazy, yo, because when you think about it, right? Don't no race fuck with us.
Nobody.
Yo, listen, yo, like Africans can't stand us. It's funny. I laugh at them because it's like if it come down to a racial war, you dickheads, white people
We not with them.
y'all.
They not with
You know
us.
what I mean? They not gonna. They definitely not with us. But it's like
They would be with the motherfuckers that's against us.
against us. Yeah, that's what's crazy. Like I don't.
Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's some shit that all of these motherfuckers know that we don't know.
Yeah.
We all ain't from fucking Africa, so that we not their people. Do you understand that? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Would you fuck with us
Right.
if you knew that the truth about where the fuck we came from and who was who and what tribe was fighting each other and which motherfuckers we got sent over here
Well, that
to the black motherfuckers that was already here, the Moors that was already here.
Well. The motherfuckers that they paid, that they sold us to come over here, because.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like,
I could go right now to my grandmother's house, right? And my grandmother will tell you, my mother's mother, that they was already here. Nobody bought them here. They been here.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And my grandmother's brothers, all of them motherfuckers like 6, 7. Black as coal dust. My Uncle John got damn near blue eyes, black wavy hair. You know what I'm saying? And then I could go to the other side and they pick cotton. They came from across from the water, and we know where the fuck we from in Africa because they talked about
This is a diverse. This
You know
is
what
a
I'm saying?
diverse country, but how did it get so diverse? You know what I'm saying?
If you want to fucking research and you want to get down deep into it, we was the motherfuckers on the Trail of Tears. They keep saying native motherfuckers. It was us. They walked us across this motherfucker. Gave us smallpox and killed us. It was us mixed in with the so-called Indians, motherfuckers. We was already here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck did they see when they came and pulled up in North Carolina, Virginia? They seen Shining Sharp, motherfucker. Who they saw?
He one of the blackest motherfuckers.
But that's what they look like. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And how the fuck you gonna call a motherfucker a Blackfoot Indian? What the fuck is you calling him a Blackfoot Indian for if his feet ain't black?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you gotta get down to the nitty gritty.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
You know what I
Everything
mean?
you saying makes sense.
Motherfuckers been stealing from my show since the beginning of time, yo. All I'm saying is this, man. I'm telling you now, I'm going on.
Kara Mayfield, you saying a bunch of real shit. I ain't even like got into reading your comments and stuff because
look what she said right there.
Yeah,
she know what the fuck is going on.
400 year, the 400
We
year
in
are
Egypt.
up for them. She was like,
The
Egypt is
Mississippi
in America.
River is the fucking river that they talk about in the fucking Bible.
Yeah.
Why do we have a Memphis, Tennessee? Where's Memphis located at? It's supposed to be over there in Egypt over there, what they talking about. All the cities that's in and around all of the shit in America is over there too because we are already in Egypt. I don't even want to get into that shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Go to Nevada, yo. It's a lake in Nevada that's got a sphinx. They call it Pyramid Lake. Look it up. Yo, we so fucked up. Why you think they won't let us go in the Grand Canyon, yo?
Oh yeah. That's off limits.
Why we can't go in the Grand Canyon?
That's off limits.
What are your flight patterns? Who the fuck really knows what the fuck is going on over this motherfucker? We never really flew over this bitch, other than the fact that we gone down to some fucking island, which is nowhere.
I want to say something. I never said this before, right? I didn't even say this to you, and I meant to have this conversation with you. So I was going to Reno, Nevada. This was I want to say this was some months ago or whatever, right? Nah, flew.
Okay.
Right? So when you go to Reno, you got to catch your flight to Vegas and then board and get on to go to Reno. There's no straight flights to Reno, Nevada for some reason, right? In the middle of the fucking desert, this is no lie, my hand to the man. It's a circle platform with a mirror type image on it in the middle of the desert
And where's
with a
Area
bunch
50?
of uh look like antennas and shit around it.
And where's Area 51?
Nevada. So I said, so listen, I think I'm tripping while I'm on the plane.
You ain't tripping.
So I'm like, I tapped this no bullshit. I tapped the dude. I'm like, I said, I don't mean, I said, can you look? Am I seeing this correctly? And he looked, and he looked again. He put his glasses on, and he was like, white dude. He was like, yeah, just like that. He was like, he said, what the hell is that? He said, it looked like it's a spaceship.
So
And I was like,
so when you flying,
that's
right?
crazy.
So when you're flying, it's just like we got 83,
Thanks, Mike.
95, 70. We got all these international highways. You got the same type of flight patterns that these motherfuckers have to go on these flight patterns. They can't just fly all willy-nilly like they want to.
Right.
Because there's certain shit they don't want you to see. They don't want you to see that if you go through the Grand Canyon, you're going to wind up in fucking Egypt. But they're not going to tell you that, though. You feel what I'm saying? Because we don't even know what the landmass really look like because we can't fly around like we want to. The only thing we see is what they fucking allow us to see.
That's true.
You feel me?
And
They gonna
that's
blow your
real.
ass out the motherfucking
That's real.
sky.
Anything that fly that don't got no business flying, they're gonna blow that shit out of the air.
Fly over Antarctica.
That's
Did you see the white boys, the two white boys that just flew over Antarctica and said, fuck it? They went outside of the flight pattern and they flew like an hour over top of the ice wall and they found land and they came back. And the motherfuckers was on the thing telling them, get the fuck done, we gonna shoot you down. And da-da-da-da-da. And yo was like, this gonna be my last day on earth because we gonna fucking fly over this motherfucker. And they did the shit. We think it's a game, yo. This shit is not a fucking game.
that
man.
shit crazy.
There's so much going on this fucking little peon planet, yo, that we don't have no fucking clue.
Yeah, they never gonna let us.
We don't get deep enough, yo.
Like Shorty said, where Karen Mayfield said, the world is flat.
We don't
Listen,
get deep enough. Cause they put everything in your face. But when somebody that's supposed to be from the hood talking about some shit like this, y'all not gonna fucking understand none of that shit. You gonna look at me like I'm crazy. You gonna be like, nigga, I know you, nigga. You sold drugs. You did.
I mean, some of the shit. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's how everybody gonna chop it.
you know what it is, though, Sam? Some of the shit is too much for a person to fathom, and a person to rather be in the fantasy world as opposed to being on what the fuck the real world is. Like, I recently had this conversation about like the movie, like The Matrix, like that movie, for example, like the red pill and the blue pill. Like, this is the reality of what you see. Now you take this pill and you go into the fantasy world. This is enough the world of what you wanted to be.
Motherfuckers don't want
Like, that shit crazy, yo. That's real shit.
Motherfuckers don't.
That's real shit.
If you think about it, the lady that wrote the shit and they stole it from her, right?
Yeah, the black lady.
They stole it and they broke it up into The Matrix, Terminator. It's a third movie, but she wrote all of it, and they stole it from her and broke it up
down
into
into different movies.
You know what I'm saying? I think it might have been like I want to say Minority Report, but I'm not
Not sure.
I'm not sure.
The Matrix. It was
But
the
she
Matrix.
was saying, when you
Terminator.
think about it, Neo is the return of Christ. He's supposed to be Jesus. So then you got to go back and mix it with Terminator. See, I'm a movie buff. I love movies.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? And I pick shit apart. I watch for the fucking jewels in the movies. You got to pay attention. If you go and watch the first Terminator, maybe up to like the third one, because they get ready to bring a new one out now. And you go back and you watch The Matrix, and it's gonna start to make sense to you the way she was talking about how she wrote the book. She's basically saying that John Connor is Neo.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
his mother come back from the future. You know what I mean? It's a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah,
but it's
I
got
see
a
what
lot to do with what's going on now that nobody pay attention to, which is AI.
Artificial intelligence.
You know what I'm saying? So what if the fallen angels don't die? Because you don't die. You dissipate. Your energy goes somewhere else, so it's still out here. So what if they found a way to reincarnate themselves into what? The computer, or you know what I'm saying? It's like so many things, yo, we don't know, yo, because AI is evil, yo. Like, we really need to pay attention to AI, and they put it to you.
They've been talking about that shit. This
all
AI
these
shit.
fucking
This
movies,
AI shit is a
AI
subject
is
right now.
fucking evil, my nigga. I'm trying to tell you, they got some dark shit. And if you
She
wanna
just
know,
said that's when the giants and the
and that's
Neverlands
why,
come in.
and that's why I'm trying to tell you. So say if the giants and Nephilim never really died, their essence is somewhere, and they can put their essence into AI. Do you see the big puppet that came out? They just a giant puppet that they pulled out of water, and
Huh?
it looked like it was. See, y'all don't be y'all be on the internet and y'all don't pay attention to nothing, yo. Y'all think everything is about shaking your ass and some titties.
No,
It's some shit.
school
going
me,
on,
nigga.
yo.
I want to
Nigga.
know.
Okay, so it's this giant puppet, like Pinocchio, like a big ass wooden puppet. They keep the motherfucker in the ocean, right? Supposedly, it's a Nephilim. They found some kind of way to bring his conscience back, but they put it in the puppet. But only way he can survive is under the water, and he wanted to come up and see or look around. Nigga, it's some shit out here.
Yo, wait a minute, yo.
I'm telling you, hey, I don't put nothing past nothing, yo, because we so far behind on the things that we get excited about an iPhone, my nigga. When they got some shit out here, nigga, that they can do all kinds of shit with, that the fucking technology, we way advanced than what you think they think we are.
Oh yeah, I know
They
that.
hold us back on shit.
I know that.
And I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say this because I said it to y'all before, and I want to know if anybody looked it up. Look up Tartaria. That's all I want to say. Is go look up Tartaria, and then look up the China Wall, the Great Wall of China, right? Now, the Great Wall of China is on this side. Tartaria is on this side. So they keep telling you about the Great Wall of China, and then they tell on themselves, but somebody that got common sense, you pay attention. So they tell you the slits in the wall, oh yes, that's for the archers to shoot the arrows. But why is the holes pointed to China and not the other way? If China built it, what, they shooting at themselves? You got shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, it make you go look up Tartaria. So Tartaria is the reason why you see a bunch of shit that we got now that you think is new. Electric scooter that you can pick up off the street and ride. You know what I'm saying? Electric cars. All of this shit. Look up fucking Tartaria and the World Fair, my nigga. Look it up. Sit down one day, smoke your blunt, eat your fucking chicken box, and look at the shit. Find out about these shits. These motherfuckers were 6 and 7 feet tall. Regular people. You know what I'm saying? They built the cathedral buildings that we see. They was in every fucking part of the United States, all over the fucking place. Right? That's it. That's it right there. He just looked it up. What'd it say?
Oh, you went that.
No. That's
Real giants caught on tape. Yeah.
No, that ain't it. Is this it? This is the giant puppet. See? Look. You think it's the game? It's not a fucking game, man. They tell you everything, yo, but we just don't listen, yo, because black people not I don't even know how to put it, yo. You're not conscious enough, yo. It's a test. And I'm saying this because I'm speaking from experience. I did it to myself. Stop eating certain shit. Stop watching certain shit. Stop consuming certain things into your subconscious, right?
Yo, that fucked me up just now.
yeah, me too.
I ain't gonna lie, like
I'll tell you.
it gave me, you
What
know
it
that
say?
eerie
What you-
feeling
what
you
you-
get in your
what you-
body.
what you-
Just
what
looking
you
at that
research?
shit, cause that shit real. That's
John
not
Puppet, right?
Yeah, that's
Oh, look it up. John Puppet. It's not.
the food is GMO. Look, Kara talking some real shit.
But why everything is against nature?
She was like, after the giant pup.
That's the question I want to ask. Why is everything that they doing nowadays is against since the 70s and 80s? Everything's been against nature. Sexual wise, your kids.
She
your
asked
food.
about Atlantis.
This is the eyes too. You just know when something real. You look at your eyes.
They changed time. We not even in the new
Nope.
year.
We using the
It's
the
13
wrong calendar. It's 13.
It's 13 months in a year, not
It's
12.
all y'all do, you want to go look it up. It's the back of a turtle. All of the fucking
The food is
zodiacs on
GMO.
the back of a turtle. Yo, I'm just saying, yo. I'm not. You know what I mean? I know too much shit because I read and I listen. I do too much, yo. Motherfuckers ain't ready for these conversations.
Man,
They not ready for these conversations.
it's like I said, bro. It's not that people not ready for the conversations. It's that they scared to hear certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, a lot of shit. Like what you doing right now, Sammy? You educating motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of shit. Motherfuckers be thinking they know shit, but until you actually look it up, you got nephew over there. He just pulled up. What you said, everything you saying, he pulling up on his phone. And I'm looking right at it. Yo, I had no motherfucking idea that a giant made a puppet.
So
And the puppet is like life for real. And they pulled it out the water and put a fucking what the fuck? Like that's some crazy shit.
We gonna get a little deep. We gonna
like I'm fucked up by that.
Take the train off the tracks. So it's a show. It might be on Netflix. It's a series, and it's about I can't never think of the name of the motherfucker. It's like stems or some shit like that. But in the future, they found this alien technology to be able to take your consciousness and put it in like a hockey puck damn near, right? And then because this to them all right, let's say like Anunnakis or aliens or whatever you want to call them. They say that our bodies is nothing more than a container. It's a container for the soul. It's an avatar. It's not really nothing. You know what I'm saying? Your essence is in it, but this is just a bag of bones. That's it. Yeah. So if you look in the Emerald tablets, Thoth, who is the Egyptian god that looked like a bird, right?
Yeah.
Thoth says in the Emerald tablets that he made a chamber which is supposedly under the foot of the Sphinx, right? Where it's basically a reincarnation tent. He got 100 bodies under there. He could come back as anybody. So basically, scholars are saying, is it the point that is was he Muhammad? Was he Jesus? Because he can reincarnate himself into his consciousness into different bodies, right? So on this series, it's the same way. In the future, they got the alien tech to do it. So it's basically Demolition Man. How you bring motherfuckers back. I got 100 bodies. I can put my consciousness. I could be a man, but I can put my consciousness in this woman. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna still be myself. I'm just in that body, experiencing whatever.
Hence the reason, or the saying, that baby been here before, or so, this, that, and the third.
That is when you say that. If you want to say star seeds and indigo kids and all of that, that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna sound crazy when I say I know I've been here before. Probably too many fucking times, and that's why I don't give a fuck. My attitude about a lot of shit is just it's nonchalant, cause it don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I learned at the age of probably like 8 or 9, maybe 10, that this ain't nothing but a school. We here to fucking learn. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Everything is a lesson. I don't give a fuck what you go through, how traumatic it is or whatever. You're supposed to take the lesson off from it, let it go, and move on to the next. That's what you chose to do. You asked to come here. You made these choices to come to this fucking plane and fucking. That's it.
This was another one. You know, that's the movie with Ryan Reynolds. So like this dude, he basically about to die. He got cancer. So he's rich, of course, and he does this surgery where he takes his consciousness and he puts it in a younger body. And it's
same shit.
Yeah, like
that's like Get Out.
That's what it is. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Like Get
so
Out.
If you take the science fiction and then you take the reality and you start pulling it apart, motherfuckers, they doing this shit. They clone Tyrone. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
They telling you in so many ways, like, nigga, we up on this shit. We been doing this shit. Then the celebrities telling you, yeah, they got 45 of me, and you think it's a joke when they be saying that shit.
Yeah.
This shit is not a fucking game.
That shit real about and then that tie back into they snatching motherfuckers' body parts, DNA, RDNA, and all that shit.
You are a top paid celebrity. we don't watch other TV stations
In
or
other
what
countries.
goes on and goes on in other countries, right?
Right.
So I can have a clone over there doing what he's doing, and I'm doing what I'm doing over here. Because who controls everything? Who controls the media? I can control what you see and what you don't see. I can control what they see and don't see. Right or wrong.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We don't know what the fuck is going on in the world. We just in one big ass petri dish fucking around. We don't know what's going on. We just down here. It's motherfuckers that's really running this shit that's at the top of the pyramid that know what the fuck is going on because somebody is dictating it to them. So if you look at the Sumerians Kings list, it says on the Sumerian King. I want y'all to look this shit up because it's gonna start making sense to you when you start listening to this shit. You start reading about this shit, it's gonna make sense because it's common sense. If the Sumerian Kings list say during the king's rule in Samaria and when the gods walked the earth and Anunnaki and all that, some of the kings was ruling for 280,000 years. That means that you got motherfuckers on this planet that can live, surpass you 50,000 times. So you mean tell me they ain't somewhere still running this bitch? They ain't right in our face? As our celebrities keep reincarnating themselves and doing, we don't know what the fuck going on. We don't. Why you think they come up with the Boule 33rd degree Masons, Illuminati? Because there's somebody above all of that shit telling them what to do. So it's stages to everything. Some shit you think you gonna know, they gonna tell you some bullshit, but that ain't the truth. They just using that to control these motherfuckers over here. And so on and so forth. We don't get it though. We don't get it. Because all we have to talk about is Illuminati. Who the fuck controlling the Illuminati then? Because there's somebody controlling them too.
You seen Eternals, the Marvel movie?
Seen, man, I watch all of that shit, dog.
They did the same thing in there with the Indian dude, where he was building generations of himself.
During your time, and I always say this, I'm be giving y'all shit to do, yo. Go research the Hopi Indians, yo, and learn about the Hopi Indians and learn about where they say they came from. They said during the last reset, they came from out of the earth. The ant people came and took them under the earth, and they survived. This is what they call them. I'm trying to tell you, the ant motherfucking brothers. That's what they call them. They came and took them into the earth. Cause there's cities and all kinds of shit in the earth, yo. We the ones don't believe this shit, yo. We think it's a game. Why you think America got all these fucking cities and shit inside of mountains and all this? Yo, they know what the fuck is about to happen, my nigga. They know what the fuck is about to happen. If the solar flare come off of the sun, right? That's like a EMD directly affecting the whole earth. It's no more digital nothing, my nigga. It's none of this. All this shit we doing is none of this. It's a wrap. It's over. We back to fucking caveman days. Only the strong gonna survive. That's what that is. And if you look into any religion, and this is in the Emerald Tablets, read it. Every time during the Great Reset, it's 3 motherfuckers show up. 3 wise men. These 3 motherfuckers came off a boat. These 3 motherfuckers came. Look at any religion, they're going to tell you that. And they're going to come and help humanity. They're going to give you what you need to rebuild humanity.
I want to... Hey, Kara, I ain't even going to lie. I want to read your comment out loud, but I can't say the J word. She said the J people took our identity. What I've noticed working for one of the Jews, they don't have TVs in their homes. Yeah.
Why? Television. They can control you through. That's the next shit that's coming when you keep hearing them talking about Project Bluebeam. So it's a part of Project Bluebeam that black people don't talk about. They gonna show you this shit in the sky and gonna look like Jesus walking and all that. But they got another transmission in that. It's called something to skull. I forgot what it's called. It's something to skull where you gonna hear voices. They can talk to you directly in your head, like telepathy, my nigga. You think it's a game?
No,
bro.
I don't
They
think
got
it's a game, bro.
Yo, they got
It's
patents for
crazy.
this shit. Nigga, they got a patent that they came out in like 67 when the CIA was teaching motherfuckers how to do shit to walk through walls. We think it's a game. It's not a game. The whole shit you watch on Stranger Things, I've never watched Stranger Things a day in my life. Don't need to. The whole Montauk Project is a real thing. All right, so in Captain America, when he went to New Jersey, where the fuck did he go? Remember when he found the little motherfucker was on the screen and he went into the army base? He went into the same base that's in Stranger Things. It's a real place. What do you think Captain America was based off of, nigga? Them playing around with shit. They made Captain America. What happened in that Red Skull? And all of that. Who was that? The Nazis.
Nice, Cruddy.
You know what I'm saying? What was the Nazis doing? The Nazis was doing all of the shit that we laugh and joke about that we see in comic books, we see in movies, we think it's fiction. Hitler said he's going to travel the whole fucking planet and find all the artifacts that was in the Bible, the spear that stabbed Christ in the side and all that shit. And the man was doing all of that shit. And you know why he had respect for black people? He said because every fucking where he went on the planet, he found black people. What did he say about black people in America? He said America is going to pay for it dearly because it's holding hostage God's children. He know who the fuck we are. We are the lost tribes of Israel.
Right.
We here in
She
America.
said, and that's why Hitler did what he did. He knew the truth.
And they did what? Changed the propaganda and turned it into all this other shit that you can't fucking talk about.
Yeah,
When
and
you
that's
gonna get
what's
in
too
trouble.
funny. That's what's too funny because you say
But
anything
these
about
the
that
same
shit,
motherfuckers got tunnels under the churches and shit.
right? And killing, and got bodies and body
Where
parts
that
and
go
shit.
at? We heard about that for 5 hot minutes.
They
Gone.
they took that shit down so fast. They showed that shit on the news. Them motherfuckers coming out the hole.
They know more about us than we know about
About them.
ourselves,
Mm.
right? Because they know who the fuck we are, right? They know what we capable of. Cannibalism was in this country during slavery. They used to eat and cook us. Pick a nick was a picking a nigga, and they don't tell you the other part about them just hanging us. No, motherfucker, they was boiling and eating us because they felt as though our essence was so great that they would become great like us.
If they ate it, wow.
Why you think they don't want you to know about all this history? Because now their people is feeling fucked up about the shit that they thought we was lying and joking and playing about. You know what I'm saying? Because they can really go back and find with this little device right here we watching each other on. They can research it and they coming up with the truth. They don't want them to know that. They don't want them to know all the despicable ass shit that they was doing us. Motherfucker, where that come from? Because on the breeding grounds, they had us fucking our mothers and aunts and fucking nieces and grandmothers and shit. They put you in a fucking bond, put something over your head, and make you fuck what's in front of you to breed. And what is Baltimore next to you? Eastern Shore. What is it? We on a breeding ground. That's why you got so much molestation, incest, and all of that shit. Because that shit was bred
That shit
into
was
us,
bred
man.
into us, yeah. Because that's what they was talking about.
They know who the fuck we are, my nigga.
That Eastern Shore shit, that shit real. Motherfucker said, I seen an article about that as far as like with Baltimore and Maryland. They was like, man, you be surprised. A lot of motherfuckers you related to here.
6 degrees of separation.
I guarantee, like your same bloodline. You don't even know. You out here fucking a motherfucker, and you thinking that you fucking a regular broad. That's fucking around being
when
your
you go
cousin.
to the baby shower, when you like, yo, how you know how? That's my sister. That's my cousin. All of us fucking related.
That shit
All
crazy.
of us. We don't
That
even
shit
realize
crazy.
that shit. Especially to the people who families was already here. A lot of people don't know that though, because they don't know past their mother's mother. They don't know nothing about the motherfuckers before that. I know I'm related to a bunch of motherfuckers because my mother's father, I don't know nothing about his family. Like I only know one or two of my cousins. I never remember meeting nobody else beside my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? And my grandfather is from Sandtown. So I know I'm related to a regular motherfuckers in Sandtown, but I don't know him. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it's crazy you said that because it's like like you said, the breeding ground. Like Baltimore was a breeding ground for that incest shit.
Yep.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they
Baltimore.
don't want to tell you about the plantations that was here.
I mean,
Drew Hill Park was a plantation.
ho. Let's be clear. Up our way. We gonna say Northwest Baltimore, like off of the Garrison Boulevard. If you pay attention to those homes, a lot of them houses are old colonial homes, plantations. Look at how they made. You can see that shit. And she just said Drew Hill Park was a plantation.
Yeah,
It was.
The house still back there.
Yeah.
Go back there. Past the let me see. When you go inside, you go past the pavilion that's on across from the reservoir, and you go to the left, and you keep going straight. It's a big ass yellow mansion back there. That was the main house. Then the shit that they just redid on Alcantara, that was slave quarters. We don't even know that. The shit right there by Mondawmin, the little building that you pull off where the fire station, right there where you go Libby Heights and go down Pennsylvania Avenue or come across to the zoo. Now look at the little shit right there.
Yeah.
That used to be slave quarters. That's why they couldn't tear it down. It was historic.
So much evil here.
Nigga. And we think it's a game, yo. They done built shit on top of our ancestors' graves, nigga. Central Park was what? All black people.
Yeah.
What was the underpath in Baltimore? All black neighborhoods. They tore them down and put the underpath.
I mean that go with every fucking major lake in the country. Every lake is an underground tomb for black cities that was owned by blacks.
These are things that
everybody know that.
Nobody talking about.
I hope everybody know that.
Nobody talk about this shit. I love this shit, man, because I like to know. I want to know. I want to know my history.
Yeah, you do. I
dig deep. I get deep. I don't be shallow.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like that right there, you got. There's a couple joints that you said tonight that I'm definitely gonna check out.
It's so historic. It's a bunch of shit that happened here, that's going on here, that we don't know what the fuck is going. That we didn't know what went on here. There was a lot of shit that went on in Baltimore. A lot of shit was invented here. A lot of black people came from here and went all over the country and did all kinds of shit. But we don't talk about it though. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody. Ain't too many people.
Lexington Market. What's under Lexington Market? You don't know?
Tell me.
It's the same thing as Wall Street. What's under Wall Street? The slave quarters where they held the slaves and auctioned them off. Why do you think they even came up with Wall Street? The stock market. We was the stock. So the same thing, that's what Lexington Market was. Under there is where they kept us at. You know what I'm saying? It's still under there. That's why they couldn't tear it all the way down and do all of the shit that they wanted to, because it's historic. It's still under there.
That shit crazy, yo. It's a lot. It's a lot for the mind to grasp at one time.
The names. A lot of people don't even know the names of Baltimore. Sandtown. Why is it called Sandtown? Because this is where the sand came from to make what? Marble Hill. Why is it called Marble Hill? To make the marble steps. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it called Pigtown? Because this is where they slaughtered the pigs at and sold the meat. Like, we don't even know none of this shit, yo. I'm serious. That's why I be tripping off niggas.
Yeah. And a lot of people think
nothing about that shit.
And a lot of people think it's called Pigtown, and I'm one of them. A lot of people thought Pigtown was Pigtown because it's dirty white people down there.
No, because that's
white
where
trash.
they slaughtered the pigs. That's where you got your poultry from, your meat and your chicken. Marble Hill is where they made the marble steps. And they made the bricks. Sandtown was where they made the bricks. Because that's what Baltimore did. They made the bricks and shipped them all around the country.
Wow.
But we don't know that, though.
You're right.
And then on top of that, this wasn't even the inner city. The city wasn't the inner city was the harbor. But everything was made out of wood. So they had the Great Fire. The Great Fire made everything move. So North Avenue basically was the county line. So this is where all of the influential this is where all the black people live on the North Avenue corridor and all them places that I just named, because that's where we worked. We lived and worked in those places, which was away from everybody else. And where did the Latinos always? They always was over there, Eastern Avenue. What is it called? No, what is it called? It's damn, I can't think of the name of it. Something Hill.
Federal?
No, not Federal Hill. Federal Hill is because that's where one of the joints was stationed. One of the war motherfuckers was stationed. That's why they call that Federal Hill. That's where we had like the army or somebody.
Yeah.
Damn, yo, what is the name of the motherfucking area where the Latinos are?
I'm down off of Broadway.
Eastern Avenue, or like that whole.
Oh yeah, that is all
what is that?
Latino
It's something-
people down
something
there.
Hill. I forget the name of it. And they call it that because it was above ground so they could see like the harbor and shit. But they always been there. That's always been their neighborhood. Like it's just so much shit that we don't know about the place that we from, where we live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I told you, man. I had this conversation with a couple, older folks, man. They say like it's people that live in this city that's from East Baltimore that has never been to West. There's people from West Baltimore that has never been East.
That's the slave man mentality.
Yo,
Man, think about it though. Niggas live on I call it Nike box. I called it that when we was hustling. Niggas live in a Nike box. Niggas go this corner, that corner, this corner, that corner. That's it. And then when they go out of that, they might go 10 deep to go to Mount Don. They got you scared of each other. Think about that. And when you go to the party, now you 20 deep.
Thanks, Nigel.
You go to the harbor, you 30 deep. You know what I'm saying? Because you had the whole projects come down, and if you wasn't cool with a fucking Marvin Kosh and stuff and all of them type of niggas, then you might get beat up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like this real shit.
That shit crazy, man.
And where niggas really started becoming cool with each other, because a lot of niggas start going to jail. So niggas go to jail, then they become cool in jail.
Yeah.
And then it translates to the street a little bit, so it stops. Because like me and Lump was talking about on the other podcast the other day was, we don't do gang shit. We do neighborhood shit. Well, that's what we always did. We always did neighborhood.
Facts.
You know
like I don't understand where that shit came from, bro.
And like now we so fucked up that motherfuckers. It used to be maybe like 10 years ago, your kid got in a fight and something happened, they go get the family, and 9 times out of 10 they got hashed out because the parents knew each other. But now nobody knows nobody. That's how fucking apart we are. Nobody know nobody.
Bro, you got niggas' parents telling you to go do this to this motherfucker. Like it's fucked up. Yo, listen, bro. I was for those. It's a lot of people don't know. I coach Pee Wee League football, right?
How you deal with that?
So, oh man, listen. So I'm up on the field, right? This one day, it's this group of kids that's off the hook. They not your typical. Keep in mind, it's 13U, right? These kids smoking weed. I'm talking about hustling. This is what these little niggas doing. Yo, one day as coaches, we trying to root out the little kids.
I got you, Miss Smith. I'm gonna talk about that.
We trying to root out the kids. Like, look, yo, in order for it to be peace up here, this is what the coach. I'm not the head coach, but I'm an assistant coach. So they telling me, they like, Rob, this the kids listen to you, boom, 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 boom. You need to do this, you need to do that. And I'm like, you right. I was like, so we need to get these little motherfuckers out of here and keep them, you know what I'm saying? They fuck up one time, they gone. Yo, little kid looked too long at another little kid. They start banking them. Why 2 of the parents come down out their cars and help their kids bank another 13-year-old child? And I'm like, so we as adults and coaches, we like, nah, yo, like, what the fuck is you doing? That's my motherfucker son. Well, take your son to another program, my nigga. Like, wait, what the fuck is you doing? You a grown-ass man down here wanting to fight kids. Yo, it's crazy out this bitch, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, yo. It's no honor amongst thieves. These motherfuckers. And
he said part of garrison used to be the county. What is a garrison? See, people, we just think it's a street. What is a garrison?
Explain.
It's a border. It's a border. And what does garrison do? It's a border. Like, look it up. Look the word up. Look at the meaning of garrison, and then think about Garrison Boulevard. You know what I'm saying?
And now that you're saying
I'm
it,
telling you, yo, it's so much shit.
if you coming, listen, if you coming now that makes sense. If you coming down Garrison Boulevard, say from Park Heights, the right side, That's close to the county. The left side of Garrison, that's all city action right there. Ain't no getting around.
And what is that? That's a border.
Border.
It's to keep
Yeah.
you boxed in. Now your other border is you want to get a little technical. You go look at Green Mountain Avenue. Then get to the top of Green Mountain Avenue, over top of 25th Street, or get up to what was Memorial Stadium, 30th. Get up in that area, and then you're gonna go and you're gonna still see the big ass stone columns, which used to be gates. That was a gated community. You had to, my grandmother used to go there and clean white people's houses. She would have to go to this toll booth in the morning, show them her ID, and go in, clean people's houses.
That explains
At night,
all.
They had the gate locked. Only way you get back there is if you live there.
That explains all the mansions on 36 and 30.
You think they up there?
Yeah.
'Cause that used to be the county. That was the county line. Think about that.
Yeah.
Like, people don't
You
think
all
about
that shit do make sense.
We don't think about that shit.
That's a serious history lesson on the city that a lot of niggas, I'm sure, that live here don't know. And she, like Spanish Bobby just said, Park Heights, what we called Jewtown, was the county. It still
It
is.
still is the county.
There was no street lights, practically woods and quiet, peaceful, and dark. You're right.
Right now, the reason why they where they at because their landmass goes down to Park Sausages. It starts right there where Park Heights start. It goes to Ricerstown and it comes up in that little pie shape, goes all the way out to their neighborhood. They still own it now. What happened with Sheila Dixon? They shut Sheila Dixon up because who district was that? She wasn't trying to play ball with them. They did her dirty. They gave her the cards that they got her locked up for. They gave them to her to use them, and then turned them around and say she did because she wasn't trying to play ball with them. You know why? Because we had just played ball with them when they put O'Malley in office. We helped them put O'Malley in office so they can get the gambling and all of the shit. Where did the casino go? Casino went on their land. They own the land down there.
You talking about where the Raven Stadium and stuff at?
They own the land under the stadium. Think about that. What happened in the first year of the casino? Oh, we didn't make no money. That was because they had to kick back the money that was supposed to go back to the motherfucker whose land that they put it on. I'm telling you, yo,
This
like,
shit
yo,
crazy.
This a lot of shit that we don't be paying attention to be right in our face, but we refuse to look at it from a certain perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because we worried about, like I said, yo, as a people, we be worried about all of the wrong shit. We worried about all of the wrong shit. You can take 2 or 3 motherfuckers and make something happen. But we can't do that because we watch too much of other people's lives. You know what I'm saying? We watch everything that everybody else doing and we try to equate that to our own situation. When that whole situation is pre-scripted. You don't even realize that it's pre-scripted. Somebody wrote that shit so it can go that way because they want you to keep repeating that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm gonna talk about that too, Michael Kerr, real quick because we got 2 minutes left. You said the same thing with that bullshit Formula One race. Hey, listen, bro. I've been talking about that shit for years and nobody has listened to me about the bike lane. How the fuck you make a lane for bikes?
No money.
We don't got no
all this money on bike lanes, and then hold up, the motherfucker that okayed the shit was on TV the other day. Baldy used to be the man talking about, man, we ain't need that shit, but you okayed that shit. You spent all that money on putting bike lanes and plastic shit. Now they plastic things look dirty as fuck. Potholes everywhere. We could have did so much other shit with that fucking money. I
mean, that's why they yo, come on, yo. All the schools, all abandonmentiums, they this shit, yo, our city fucked up. I ain't even gonna say, hey, hold you.
It's a shell game, bro. Shut this school down. Move this school over here. That's where you never have a sense of identity of who you are. They just keep shaking the snow globe up. You know what I'm saying? Right? I could tell you every school I went to.
Me too.
I probably went to 4 different schools.
Yeah, I can say that.
You don't even realize when you're doing that, you're actually creating a career criminal. Because you, the county, you in the city, you here, you there. Now this nigga know everybody. So if he decided to do some fucking illegal activities, he's the man. Like we don't understand most of the shit that they be doing.
Yeah, people. Yo said the schools are pre-prisons. You ain't never lied, bro.
Where the fuck did Rick Crank come from? All the institutions, you run institutions. What color is the wall? Because it kind of affects your. The whole pipeline from school to prison shit is real. What you do when you go to school? Bell ring, you go over here. Got all these authority figures telling you where to go. It's the same thing. Doors open, go to feed up. You go to mess or like it's the same shit. You already programmed to do it already. It's already in you. And some niggas fall in line. They love it. You know, I had niggas in my family, couldn't function on the street. He used to go to jail, nigga. Look good, smell good, he fucking live good, skin look right. Come out this motherfucker, he can't do nothing right.
And on that note, y'all, we calling it quits, man. You've been watching the Bro Show. We appreciate everybody that's been watching and tuning in with us and still rolling strong with us, man. It's your boy Rob King.
It's your boy Samuel Steve.
Man.
Get deep, man.
Get deep, man. Read a book.
Go research some stuff, man. Not just what's going on with somebody else's life, man. Go research some stuff.
Yeah, man.
Learn something, man.
And on that note, y'all, we gone. Peace, everybody.